Hey y'all, and welcome to the Sprinkle Factory YouTube channel where we cover everything culinary. This is Chef Sprinkle and I'm back with another delicious recipe. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and join our Sprinkle Squad. Merry Christmas Eve, y'all, and today we're going to be making oatmeal toffee chocolate chip cookies. Normal Christmas tradition in my family, on Christmas Eve, we bake cookies. So I'm going to share one of my special recipes, you guys. Super delicious, super easy, and everybody will enjoy it. It may look like a lot of ingredients here, but as always, I have your back and I'm going to walk you right through it. I always put the ingredients on the bottom of the screen, you guys, so this way it makes it a little bit easier for you to follow along if you have a pen and a piece of paper. So the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to grab a nice big bowl and a mixer, and we are going to add 1 stick of butter. And the first step that we're going to do making these cookies is a process called creaming, which is going to be creaming together the butter and the sugar until it gets really light and fluffy. This is a very important step when making cookies, so don't skip it. So yeah, put the white sugar. We have a half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of granulated sugar, and we're just going to whip this together until it gets light and fluffy. Once we gotten everything combined, you guys, and it's nice and fluffy, we are going to add an egg. When baking, it is very important to have your eggs room temperature, so that this way the softened butter that we put in here does not chill again, and it stays nice and room temperature. So when you're baking, just make sure all of your ingredients are the same temperature. So we're just going to beat this together, you guys, and this recipe is really simple. If you wanted to make more cookies, and this is going to make about 12 to 15 cookies, then you can just double the recipe, of course. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then we are, of course, going to make sure that we scrape the sides of the bowl down. Very super important. We're going to mix that in, and then we're going to get started with our dry ingredients. As you guys can see, simple flour, 1 cup of flour, baking soda. Always put salt in your dessert recipes. It is a flavor enhancer. Mix those together, then we're going to mix it in. Then next we're going to add one of the stars of the show, and that's going to be our quick oats. Make sure you guys use quick oats so that this way they're not too hard once they finish baking, so they'll be nice and soft in the cookies. We're going to mix that in, and then we're also going to add in our chocolate chips and our toffee pieces. Now, of course, we're going to add in our Just a Sprinkle honey butter cinnamon roll sweet seasoning. My website link is always in the description below. You guys went crazy for the holidays, so currently both the sweet and the savory seasonings are sold out, but I'm working my hardest to make sure that I can stock everything back up. So as you guys can see, equal parts toffee bits, and I use milk chocolate chips, you guys. I prefer the milk over the semi-sweet. It just gives it a richer flavor. So we're going to add those in, and we are going to fold everything in, and then we are going to be ready to scoop these cookies and bake them, and they're going to come out totally, completely delicious. Now, as you guys can see, once I scoop these cookies, I like to roll them into perfect balls. It just makes a more uniform cookie when it bakes. You can do it or you can skip it, totally up to you. Now, the next step is not mandatory, you guys. I just prefer to do this for a prettier presentation. But I like to stick some chocolate chips on top of the cookie so that this way people know what's inside the cookie before they bite it. I just load these bad boys up and we're going to pop them in the oven and we are done. Super easy. These cookies come out nice and chewy, moist and delicious. I like my cookies to be a little bit on the soft side, but it's totally up to you. If you want to bake them longer, then do so. The cookies do need to rest on the cookie sheet for about 2 to 3 minutes before you take them off and put them on a cooling rack. But pretty much that is it, you guys. Get you a nice cold glass of milk, some warm cookies, and it is totally going to feel like Christmas. Now, of course, in true Sprinkle Factory fashion, let us slow it down with a slow-mo. Just like that, y'all, you have made oatmeal toffee chocolate chip cookies, guaranteed to be a crowd pleaser. I love y'all so much. I hope that you have an amazing, wonderful, surrounded by love Christmas. As my grandma would always say, these cookies are finger licking time. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share with all of your friends, and as always, I'll see y'all next time.